Okay, welcome to my new video, and this video will be about Kenya. Why would I talk about Kenya? Because I am going to Kenya. This is a special video before my trip, before I actually go there. I am now at home, but I will go to Kenya, and I will today in this video talk about Kenya. And I will say like what kind of ideas I had before my fascination with Kenya. Yeah, so I will talk like from the start, like what was my idea about, what are my thoughts about Kenya and Kenyans, when I didn't know that much about it. So yeah, here you can see the Kenyan flag, and always when I was younger and before my fascination with this country, I always thought like about one thing. When I hear about Kenya, I always had to think about the athletes, and especially the ones that run maybe like 5 kilometer, maybe like 10 kilometer or more than that, like the marathon. These are almost always like people from Africa that are winning these games, and always I see Kenya finish very high. You can see these people, they're built, they're like a little bit small, skinny. They can run so good. So before I only saw them like at this type of event. So I thought, yeah, but I mean like every Kenyan person must be looking like this, like skinny, like maybe not that tall, maybe like a build like, yeah, like this, especially like this. Yeah, this is what I thought. And also like the women are also like this, like skinny, like a lot of muscles. And of course I know these people are like athletes. They train like a whole day and whole night to get these bodies. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really know Kenya that much. But when I start to look at videos, I start to research it. Then I also saw one thing that got me like interested a lot in the Kenyan, yeah, people. I see like the women, they are not actually not that skinny and that little. And of course they are like very different women in every country. But yeah, I actually saw that the Kenyan girls are actually pretty thick. Yeah, they have like very good figures. And yeah, that's also got me a little bit fascinated. I was like, oh my god, how do you get like this figure? And yeah, so when I start actually looking into this country, I saw like a lot of new things that I didn't know before. For sure. And yeah, then I'm gonna talk about one thing that I like so much. And everyone who knows me, they know I'm a meat eater. I'm like fish. Of course I do eat fish like once in a while, but I will not say that I'm like a fish lover or something like that. I mean, there are some fish that I really like and that I eat with a lot of pleasure, but no, meat is really my thing. And here I really want to try nyama koma, and this is barbecue meat. It's very nice, also big and thick meat, just how I like it. Oh my god, a little bit of lemon and a little bit of meat, and maybe this is, I think, carrots. Oh my god. Ah, if I really got this like now on a plate, I will say, yo, video people, I need to pause this, I need to eat this. You know what I say, like ham. So this for sure I really want to try this meat. And sometimes it's like with potatoes, maybe with some little bit of vegetables. And I don't remember this name. How can I forget this? Okay, I don't know. No, I cannot remember the name. I saw here ugali, I think. Yeah. Here you can see the meat that I was talking about with a little bit of ugali, also some vegetables. Good dish. I also want to try this, but I think it will be not very flavorful. But I do think when you eat this, you will get full. That rhymed very good. Yeah, so this is something what I really want to try. Oh my god, wow, look at these pieces. yeah, so this is actually something I really want to try. And I have like other dishes also, not only about the meat dishes, but this is for sure one of the things I really want to try. Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, before well, I never been to Kenya, but even before my fascination, for some reason, like almost every time when I saw like Kenya and then especially Nairobi, I always got like fascinated by these big towers, like skyscrapers. It also looks a lot like a little bit futuristic. I mean, look at this. Oh my God, this is and this is in Kenya, guys. This is in Kenya because some people they are still like making jokes like maybe like whole of Africa is like one village. They live in trees or something, but this is really not how it is. I mean, look at these nice structures. You see this architecture. I mean, if you see if you see a building like this, like even in my country, in Holland, I live in Holland, and if I see this in Holland, I was like, oh wow, these people they are like very knowledgeable. They are like smart people that they built something like this, and this is not even Europe. This is Kenya, Africa. So I really, so yeah, every time when I see like the area of yeah, Nairobi, you see all these futuristic skylines, skyscrapers. I mean, a very beautiful skyline, and yeah, I really want to see how it will be on the yeah when you're on the ground and when you're like walking here. Is it also like? Do you also still like these buildings, or is it blocking maybe the view? Maybe it yeah, I think maybe it will be a problem for some animals. Maybe if you have like such big, enormous buildings. So I will see there on the ground how it will go. If I'm walking here, do I still enjoy these things, or are they just maybe too big? Maybe too big. But this one I really like from this photo. I mean, if I see this in my city or in my country, I would say, wow, these people are very smart people who made this building. I think it's very difficult to make this and that like everything works and no problems, and yeah, it doesn't fall on the ground or something, and yeah, it looks very futuristic. Well, and actually I think that I'm like a little bit afraid of, I really hope I will not meet a lot of them. I really hope I will avoid them. I hope they will not come to me. I really don't like beggars, and in Africa, I think many times you will see these begging children like, give me money, give me food, I don't have parents, yeah, something like that. I hope I can avoid them. I don't like beggars. I mean, if I see them and they ask money, it depends on the person. If it's like a normal conversation, and yeah, I often give money to them. For me, it's not a problem to give money, but I just don't like them coming to me and bother me and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, first I arrive at Nairobi, and Nairobi is like yeah, kind of in the middle of the country. The Nairobi has no beach, no sea, no ocean, and that's why I really want to go to Mombasa. And from Mombasa, you can go to different beaches, and it really depends on what you're looking for and like what you want to find there. There are like different beaches you can go to. I think it really depends. Are you looking like for parties? Then maybe one beach is better. If you would like, if you have maybe a family with you, like with children, then you will probably look for a beach that is like family friendly. You know, that you don't have like the party people next to you who are only want to party the whole night. So yeah, there are like a lot of discussions going on internet, like is Diani Beach the best one, and there are like other ones with different names. There are like a lot of options. Me myself, I yeah, I looked into it, and I not even did that much of research, but Diani Beach for some reason I really like it, so I probably will go there. And yeah, I have here some other things. So when I think also of Kenya now, when I go there, I want to do, there's like a trip you can make to meet, I think they are called Maasai people out of my head. And these are the Maasai tribes. So they basically still live like yeah, like they did maybe like 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. So these are like tribe people that hunt and make their own food, kind of. Well, not kind of. I think they make their own ecosystem. They just go there and they hunt and they eat, and maybe they have some animals for milk or something. So I for real want to do that trip and meet these people. Maybe make some nice photos. Looks very interesting for me at least. So yeah, wow, yeah, and you can already see on these photos. Yeah, I have another one there, but it's already on these photos. Like, of course, if you mention Kenya and you don't say nothing about the safari, then it will be weird. Then people will ask you, what is wrong with you, man? How can you say Kenya and don't mention anything about the beautiful safaris that you can do? So yeah, of course, like with my trip, I will go on a safari for sure. Yeah, I really want that. Yeah, it must be so amazing to see these people, to see these animals in real life, not from a movie, not from a picture, not from yeah, some holiday card, but the real animals. And yeah, they say this the Kenya is known for its beautiful wildlife. And let me see, yeah, this is also a good picture of the where Kenya is, a map. So this is Kenya, Nairobi, Mombasa is somewhere like here, and the park with the best safaris is somewhere at this side. So it is for a part in Kenya. It's called like Masai Nara. I know I can never remember the exact name, but I just call it Masai Nara. I mean, everyone knows what I mean. So it starts somewhere here, and then it goes to also into Tanzania. So if you like safaris, but you don't like Kenya for some reason, you can go to Tanzania. I know for sure here is also a lot of safari spots. Like this country, Uganda, I really don't know anything about it. I'm really like blank. I only remember like a lot of time ago. I think he was like a dictator. Is that the guy like Amo? Yeah, he had like a lot of first names, but I think the last name was Amo, Ami, Amo, Aman, Amo, something like that. I think he was from Uganda. That's the only thing I know. They had like a very rough dictator there at some point. Ethiopia, I know mostly of the because of the war with Eritrea, because we have a lot of Eritrea people now in Kenya, in Europe. Not because the war with Ethiopia, well, maybe kind of, but the war that made them flee was probably like a war inside Eritrea between the people from that country. But it used to be, at some point, it was part of Ethiopia. So, yeah, you can say that some things maybe made this war also happen, probably. Well, and here is, of course, Somalia. Not really a country I want to visit. Yeah, most things that I know about Somalia is, of course, the different wars that it had. I think one of the last ones is with America. I know here like a lot of pirates at some point. I'm not sure if they are still there. And you can see Indian Ocean. So India is also somewhere here. Yeah, and of course all these countries they have influence on Kenya, of course Somalia with maybe some, yeah, of course Somalian part, but also Arabic part, Ethiopia from there, Uganda and Tanzania, and then you have of course India from there, and all the countries next to India are not that far away. So this is Kenya. Yeah, and the last part that I had, already like said it. Yeah, just discussed it, and yeah, this was for me like a very funny photo because I mean, look at this. You have here all these wild animals, like very dangerous and wild and crazy, and then you have here like bunch of white people. I mean, no black people will pay to go on a sit on a jeep without any protection. I mean, yeah, he's black, but he's the driver, so he doesn't count as a tourist. I mean, he is not a tourist. But look at these people, the tourists, only like white people. Oh my God. Yeah, so I hope I will also be in a jeep and looking at these wild animals, but I really hope there will be like a cage or something. So yeah, this is like my first thoughts, like what I'm expecting, like what I know about Kenya. Yeah, it will be like very special. It will be very interesting for sure, and I cannot wait to finish it, to visit it. And then I think the next couple of videos they will be probably from there, yeah, from Kenya, because I will be there. I hope I can upload some videos. I hope I can edit them because I take with me only my laptop. The laptop I have, it is not strong enough to edit videos. So maybe I will upload like vlogs instead of like some high professional editing. I will probably see if I can maybe edit it on my phone because my phone is actually very good and very fast. Take care, and the next time you will see me, I'm from Kenya.